Hey, this is Tom with Daily Qigong here with Justin Phillips. What do we
guys.
got?
All right, guys. Today we're going to wrap up the 8 brocades. So this is the 8th of 8. This is a really great exercise. It's a good way to wrap up with those 8 brocades. A good way to make sure that we've just really got all that energy moving. If you remember our last exercise, we were clinching everything. This is a nice capstone to that because we're going to make sure that we open up and loosen up all that stuff that we tightened up, get that chi everywhere in the body. This exercise is often referred to as bounce to shake out the 10,000 diseases. Now, when you hear the number 10,000 in any sort of Taoist practice or Taoist meditation, it really just means everything. Once you get to the number 10,000, I guess that's just as high as people could count. So that's everything that we've got, okay? So 10,000 things, so that when we talk about the 10,000 diseases, we're shaking to get every disease out of the body. And what we're doing is we're really just opening up the energetic channels. And again, I'm going to show you 2 variants of this. I'm going to show you sort of the harder, stronger version of this, and then I'm going to show you a modification for those of you that can't necessarily do the heavier variant. But the most traditional way is we're going to start with our feet together. And what we want to do is we want to keep our knees straight but not locked. It's very important not to lock your knees on this because you could cause yourself some injury or joint problems if you lock the knees. So I'm going to keep the knees soft but straight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my feet and my calves and my toes, and I'm going to bounce. Now, ideally what I want to do is I want to leave the ground completely. So I'm going to start bouncing. Now, I'm not letting my heels impact the ground too hard. My heels are coming close to the ground, but I'm not really hammering the ground with this. And what I want to do is I do that. Now, I've got my hands up and I'm talking, but as I do that, I really just want to leave the body completely relaxed. What I'm trying to do is let that shaking motion just open up all the channels and joints so that that chi flow moves really naturally through the body. If you've seen the practice of rebounding, where they use little trampolines to kind of open and shake the body, kind of a similar process. Now, this is not as hard as it looks because you've got these 3 wonderful arches in your feet that give you a lot of spring, okay? And we're using that. But again, not everyone is going to feel good trying to leave the ground like that. So I'm going to show you a variant. What we're going to do is, rather than completely leaving the ground, I'm just going to rise up off the ground a little bit so my heels are clear. I'm just going to shake a little bit. Once I get a little bit of a shake going, I'm going to rise up a little bit more and let myself drop. Now again, I don't want to impact my heels too hard. I don't want to really blast the body, but I'm going to bounce, I'm going to rise up, and just sort of let myself drop gently. Same process, I'm just using that light impact to help shake those channels and shake those joints. Now, if you've been through all the 8 brocades that we've gone through already, what you're going to find is when you do this exercise, you're going to get a nice, warm, spreading sensation that's going to move through the body. As those energy channels really open up, that chi disperses. Great way to finish. Now, of course, when we finish any exercise, we want to take a moment, recenter and gather that chi back down to our dantian. You can certainly add an ending or gathering exercise. You can check out our video on gathering exercises to get that. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel so you get all these great videos. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us for all 8 of the 8 brocades. Thank you, Tom.
All right. Thank you, Justin. Stay tuned.